Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar on Farm ERP Solution presented by Prudence Consulting. My name is Paul Yam, the solution expert, and with me is Mr. Abhinav Singh, the solution architect. In this session, we will showcase how modern farm management can be transformed using ERP technologies powered by the Microsoft ecosystem. We are proud to present this in collaboration with our esteemed partners, Microsoft and Redington. So let's get started. Before we go ahead, I would like to tell you something about Prudence Consulting that we started back in 2010. And from there, we have been strategically growing with our success through operations in domestic while expanding into international markets. During this journey, we have also built indigenous products domain specific based on industry's best practices. Our service profile, with the help of technology platforms, help customers reduce their operational cost by automating and optimizing process in their industries, like poultry, agriculture, manufacturing, distribution, and also retail focused enterprises. So we'll start with the agenda today. First, we'll be telling you something about, we'll start with an overview of how Business Central streamlines its financials, inventories, and core farm operations. Next, we will explore how Power BI and Copilot enable data-driven insights and intelligent automation. We will introduce NavFarm. It's an ISV solution, a specialized farm management solution built on Microsoft Azure platform. Then we will see how NavFarm integrates with Business Central for seamless farm to finance connectivity. We will talk through the system architect and how all components connect and function together. Finally, we will demonstrate you the live application and address your questions. You'll be able to put forth your questions anytime in the question and answer round, and we'll be happy to answer them. So let's start with the process flow. Let's walk you through the farm operations from planning to payment using the system. We begin with our farm planning, where we decide what to grow and how to raise your livestock for the season. Next, we will create a purchase requisition, which is like listing the seeds, feed, and supplies over farm needs. Then we will move to purchase quote, where we check different supplies, just like comparing prices at the local market. Once we choose the best option, we then go ahead and create a purchase order to officially place the order, which is in the requirement. When goods arrive, the order, we record them using goods receipt note, ensuring everything delivered matches what we ordered. This updates stocks received at farm, so we know exactly what's in the barn or in your store. From there, now we will do the stock issue to the farm or sheds to where it needs to be used. That means moving materials like feed, like fertilizers, to where they are needed the most. And after that, then the platform, we perform a batch creation where grouping crops or livestock for easy tracking, like managing herds or crop section. Depending upon the farm type, we will manage livestock, agriculture, and poultry activities as well. We schedule medicines, vaccinations, and feed, ensuring animals stays healthy and productive. All daily activities are being captured on the data entry part, keeping our farm records accurate. We track consumptions, which shows how much feed, seed, or fertilizers is used. We also manage overhead allocations, spreading cost you can say like labor and utilize across farm operations. As production begins now, we record output such as milk, harvest, meat, chicken, eggs, whatever the output is there from the farms. When customer places an order, we capture them under the customer orders. We then dispatch the goods, sending fresh farm products to the market or directly to the customers. Finally, we complete the process with invoicing, generating bills for what we have sold till now from the farm. So let's jump into the application. Here, see, here we are now on the Business Center dashboard center page. Okay, where all the keys insights are displayed in one place. Now this dashboard can be customized according to each user profile. Like there can be many profiles, like the management, the supervisor, or the sales. So we can customize this as per the needs. Okay, depending like it will be depending on the roles and requirements that the person has been assigned for. It provides this dashboard even provides a clear overview of all the activities without needing to navigate through multiple screens. That is the best thing about this screen. Okay, within a single sign off, we can also access the Power BI app from where we can perform analytics and gain valuable insights. Next, we move to Power Platform. Here you can see on the left hand side here, you can see the wide range of Power applications are available. These applications are integrated well with business and analytics, helping streamline operations, support better decision making. Now, this report that you are seeing in front, this is a livestock report, which is being generated in Business Central, wherein you can see the number of livestock are there, the number of cows are there. It is showing you the count of buffaloes that are there on the farm at the moment, how many mortalities and milk production, so on and so forth. It describes the entire farm on a single dashboard. Now we will jump into how the purchase requisition will be created. Now in the list, the purchase requisition is being typed. Like, see, now this process begins when the farm raises a purchase requisition. Like the farmer, when he needs anything, or is there anything going short on the farm, he needs to request for that product. Okay, once he identifies the products, he will go and order it. That means he will raise a purchase requisition, which will be submitted, and it will be submitted automatically to the user, and the purchase user will be notified according to it. Here you can see as like there is a livestock that has been purchased. That means a livestock was needed on the farm. So the farmer is producing a purchase requisition. Now at this stage, even you can see you'll be able to see the co-pilot. Okay, at this stage, the co-pilot assesses the purchaser team to provide historic data such as previous purchases, prices, details, vendor details, who had offered a best price for the same item last time when the same requisition was asked. Okay, this helps the purchaser even to make informed decisions quickly. Based on this information, the purchaser user The purchasing user can also proceed with the procurement if the organization follows a multiple level approval system. The requisition will go through the required approvals workflow before getting finally approved. Excuse me. After approvals, the purchaser can select like one he can even select maybe one vendor or multiple vendors. But then if there is the vendor is there in the business central, it is fine. Otherwise, you can even add another new vendor from where now you are going to purchase the item.
So here we can see that through the single window, we can select the single vendor or the multiple vendors through the purchase requisition. And based on that, purchase order will gonna create it automatically through the purchase requisition itself. The best part is whatever the in case, let's say if we user may can attach the relevant supporting documents with the purchase requisition itself. Here we can see that whatever the relevant or supporting document may have to attach, that farm user may can attach the respective document with the particular purchase requisition. And once he will complete with all the activity, then he will just have to create a purchase order. And now once the purchase order has been created, let's move on a purchase order list. So from here itself, we can check how many purchase order has been created. So we have plugged with the only one vendor. So this is the purchase order. Once the purchase order will automatically get generated, purchaser may can review and update it by adding the relevant terms and condition, as well as defining the applicable payment terms against that purchase order. So process begin when farmer raise their purchase requisition to required livestock. Once they will fill all the required detail like the urgency of the purchase requisitions and what kind of the stock they are looking for. For an example, they are looking for cow. So once that farm user may define all the required detail on the purchase requisition, then he will submit the same purchase requisition to the purchaser. And once that PR will submitted, the purchaser user will automatically get notified over the email or through their notification dashboard. In this stage, Copilot assists the purchasing team by providing the historical data of respective livestock or the inventoriable item, such as previous purchases, what was the last cost of that item that has been procured, details of the vendor who have offered the best price for the same item in the past. Based on such information has been provided by the Copilot AI tool, the purchaser will make a decision So whom to buy, then he will select the vendor within the same screen. And he will generate the purchase order directly from the purchase requisition. Once the purchase order is automatically generated, the purchaser can review and update it by adding the relevant terms and conditions and other respective details like payment terms. Based on this information, purchasing user can proceed with the procurement. If the organization follow the approval workflow here, then system allow to do the approval on a purchase order as well, whether it's a single approval or the multiple approval. And if order has been tagged with the approval workflow, then approver will have to approve the purchase order. Here we can see that the approval setups are there. For example, here you can see that based on the document type, we can do the purchase approval. We can also do the value based, document based the approval. So once that purchase order has been approved, sorry, purchaser can send that order to the to respective vendor for the procurement. And once vendor has supplied the required livestock or farm related stock, upon receiving the goods at organization premises, the user record the GRN against that particular purchase order. This confirms the order stock, whether livestock or other inventory has been received at centralized warehouse location. So in our demonstration, as we have started with the livestock process, and in most of organization, livestock accounting is aligned with the IFRS compliances. Under IFRS compliances, these livestock assets are treated under the BBA asset. So here you can see that once we have received that livestock, system is automatically transfer that stock livestock into the BBA asset. And the fair value, acquisition cost, everything will gonna calculated within that BBA ledger. Here we can see that the acquisition cost is coming. The fair value change. Fair value change is water. Whether we are doing the fair value calculation of our BB asset on a monthly basis, quarterly, or yearly basis. The fair value is calculated based on the present value of that particular BBA, and system will also help us by automating the tracking and calculating these components, ensuring the accuracy of those value of BBA. And overall, this ensure that our financial reporting remains transparent and fully aligned with the IFRS standards. So once we have complete and received the animal at our farm location, then we will start the farm operation at our NAP farm ISV solution.
Thank you, Mr. Abhinav, for giving us the insight on the Business Central. Now, as you know, see, we have jumped into the NAV farm, the farming application. Here you can see the dashboard, which is there in front of you, where you can see the sub-location, the batches running, the flock, the heifers, the feed that has been used. Plus, we give you an insight of the running cost of each location, plus the output which is being taken from the location. Now, jumping over onto the animal register, the animal that was purchased in back in BC, Business Central will be sent out here automatically. Here you can see the animal is already standing here in the queue. Okay, and if I open the description of it, here you can see the date of birth of the animal, how many times the lactation has been done. Like the lactation, whenever the second lactation will be there, it will be automatically updated on the lactation number. The father, the mother name, what the breed is, the where they on the location, on which location the animal is at the moment. Here is a serial number that will be self-generated by NAV farm. Plus, it will be connected to the RFID tag, which will be there with your animal on the farm.
So it will gonna integrated with your RFID. If we are using any IoT devices or the RFID system, we can integrate with that. So all the records and the daily weight and everything of health of that animal will gonna record it automatically with that help of the integration.
Yes, that's true. So now I will take you to the scheduler. Now this scheduler is where all the farm activities will be captured on a daily or a weekly level. I'll show you the scheduler. Here you can see the scheduler wherein you can see the nature of the business, the line of business, the template is there. Plus here you see the scheduler is being fixed with parameters, with their unit of measurements, with the item numbers, plus the occurrence.
Basically, it gives you the complete schedule of your particular batch you are going to be placed at your farm. I mean, which type of feed and the medicine you are going to be give to that particular animal or the bunch of animals, and when has to be provided these kind of the feeds or the vaccines or medicines to the animals. So we can schedule the entire program within the application.
Now we will be showing you how a batch has been created. Whenever there is a new lot of animals that come enter the farm, there's a new batch that will be created. Okay, so you see there are a lot of batches created at the moment. Here I'll show you one of the batches. I'll open the batch, and here you can see there are two animals that are being put into this batch, wherein you can even see if you click here, you'll be able to see the animals which are there in this batch particularly. Plus, you can even allocate a machine or any labor that will be used on that particular batch or that particular farm, so that the cost of that item can be also be loaded on to the batch. So after batch creation, the part that is there, which is being handled by every supervisor on the farm, is the data entry part. So now the batch was created. I will now open the batch where on a daily level, the data needs to be entered, wherein you can see on top the nature of business, the line of business, how many animals are there, what breed it is attached. Plus, you see here the running cost. This running cost will be like accumulated on a daily level and be shown here so that you can know what is the cost that this batch is accumulating on a daily level. Plus, it will show you the age, the week of the batch, wherein you can even come to know from how long the animal is there with you, and it will even calculate their ages accordingly, and will be updated on the animal register. So now I will show you entry. There are a lot of things that needs to be entered on a daily level, but I'll show you one of the, for example, the morning feed. Okay, here the morning feed, I put 90 kgs. Here even you can see what stage they are in. Plus here you can even see the inventory that is at the moment present on that farm. And now coming to others, like there are vaccinations and medicines being given. So we will be switching over to our mobile application, because see, farms is a place where on every farm you cannot take your laptop or you cannot put the setup for a desktop. So our Arna farm has provided a mobile application wherein the supervisor can do the data entry, and it will be in sync when the application is being reopened.
Just give it a moment. We are switching into the file app.
Okay. Here, as you can see, the livestock, the poultry, the agriculture is there. So we were on the livestock. So this here, I'll click it on the livestock part, where you will be able to see on the phone itself the dashboard that was there, plus the location wise and the output. Here is a data entry tab beside it, where you can go and do the data entry. We'll go into the batch which was there, wherein the batch was running at the moment was 106. We'll go to the consumption part. And here you can see there are medicines. Here you can see there is medicine anthrax that needs to be given to the animal. So here what we'll do, we'll go ahead and you see there are two animals that were there. So to one particular animal, if you want to give a medicine, you'll just select that, you'll put the quantity, and you will go ahead and save it. It will even give you the lot number from which the medicine has been used.
And the best part is system will automatically generate this notification. Whatever the lot are going to be expire within the system. So system will automatically suggest you to first consume those lots.
Be switching back to the web application, wherein I'll be showing you the data entry for the output as well, because the batch is for the cows and buffaloes. So here is the output. There are two outputs that needs to be taken out. One is the morning and the evening. So I just put randomly 100 kgs, 100 liters in the evening and morning 100, and I'll go ahead and post it. You see the livestock NAFAM, the entry is being posted. Now, as the entries has been posted, now the second part is, and the main, that is the animal farm calendar. I'll take you to the animal farm calendar, wherein you'll see here the reproduction cycle takes place. Here you see, whenever we open a animal calendar, the system number, the tag number, the what it is, a cow or a buffalo, the breed, and calving check, breeding check, medical checkup, and status is there. So I'll take you for the calving stage, wherein you will be able to see either the calving date or the date of birth. It will be recorded by the system. Same time, it will be capturing on a daily level how many days the animal has been in milk. And similarly, when it comes to heat, you can check box the heat, and it will automatically capture the heat date plus the next date where the animal is going to come on heat. The data will be successfully saved, and for the later, for the history part. Then after that, we'll be going to the insemination part, where in here you can see the last insemination, the heat date is there. And here we give you an option to track the insemination number also. It's insemination 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise. So you can, whatever insemination is the animal done for, like maybe first, so you can go ahead and click on the first one. The insemination date, the pregnancy check date automatically will appear on the system. So you don't have to calculate. The system is going to calculate for you. The rest, on the pregnancy date, at it is like 21 May 2026, you need to go and do the pregnancy check, whether it is true or false. If it is true, it will capture the pregnancy confirmation date, and from here we can go ahead. But if it is a false, the obviously the remark should be written that why, what happened, and then the system will again go to the insemination part, and the second insemination will be done. And all this records will be automatically, like you see one of the records in the history, there will be another line that will be captured out here. After this, the third and the crucial part comes where the calving exactly takes place, wherein you can see the OA date, the days in milk, the last AI that was done, the refute date, the pregnancy diagnosis date, everything automatically will come here where the boxes are gray. But then when the calving preparation date will come here, there's an open box of calving date, because it's natural. The calving can be plus minus few days. So you can capture the date from here, and as you capture the date, when you will save, the livestock status will change automatically. The observations the doctor can put out here, like the uterus wash, the medical checkup done, and the stage changed, and how many what like the male or a female calf is born. So he can put all his details here, and he can go ahead and save it. And similarly, the line will be created, like you can see down here, uterus washed, the second time washed, and so on and so forth. So this is the main part of the application, wherein you can capture, like whether it's been a buffalo or a cow, the whole insemination process from heat on to calving can be done. Now I will take you to the reports part. See, because after doing the entries, the most important part is the reports, looking at the reports, where it gives you an insight for what's going on at the moment on the farm. So this is a livestock report that I'm opening in front of you. Now this livestock report will tell you, it will run batch wise. As we had created earlier a batch for 2 animals. It can be 2 animals, 4 animals. So automatically this batch 77, this where when it was depleted, what was the start date, the batch date, the opening quantity, so on and so forth. All the summary will come on top, plus it will give you a graph for how much milk is being produced. Down below, you can see the entries on a daily level, like day 15, days 16, day 17, all the data captured by the data entry person or the supervisor will come down below. Plus, we give you an option to export it to an CSV file as well. The second report that is a crucial one that I'm going to show you is a animal medical report. Here is an animal medical report. See, I told you as everything goes into the history. So same here, you can see the animal, what breed it is, what age it is on at the moment, excuse me, the category, the calving date, the type of medicine that was given to the animal, if any remarks put by the doctor, and so on and so forth. All the information of the animal will be there on your NAF farm. Now we'll be jumping back to the Business Central. Now, as you know that there was a milk production that was done, like 179 liters of milk was produced, that was taken as an output from NAFA. Now, when the milk is being produced, the second step is to sell it or to give it into the market. So that part is being taken care by Business Central, wherein there will be a sales order that will be created. Now you see, we are going to enter the sales order part, wherein we'll be selecting and selling the milk. First, we will go to the search bar. Here we will try to open a sales order. It's a very easy in Business Central, as you can see, where whatever you want to find or you want to search for, you can just easily go to the search bar, you put there, and automatically it will fetch the records from the system. Now you see there is a sales order that is in front of you. Okay. So here we'll be selecting the milk. That's the dairy milk that was produced. And the milk was produced 179 liters. And you can see the prices there, the VAT or whatever the government puts, it will be shown there, and we'll go ahead and we'll try to post this invoice. Once the invoice is being posted, we'll dispatch the. Now, as you know that we have sold the milk, now I will show you the Copilot, which is there in Business Central. The Copilot helps you in several ways, but here I will show you how you can use Copilot to get answers of any question that arises in your mind. So today, what we will going to do is, as we have sold 179 liters of milk, we'll ask the chatbot about the same, like how much milk is being sold, produced and sold. So you need to just put in your question, whichever comes into your mind at the moment. I'll be putting the question for how much milk is being generated from the farm and transferred to your Business Central. So here down below, you can see the total milk generated today is 179 liters.
At the same time, Paul, you just, if you can type, Paul,
Yes.
please type the another question. For an example, we are talking about the BBA. What is the current fair value of my livestock?
Okay.
Just
Give me a
please-
second, please.
Yeah, please type. What is the current fair value?
Fair,
of
you want to
my-
know the fair value? Okay.
Of my livestock, yeah.
It will be giving you the fair value of the total,
Definitely.
yeah, livestocks. So as you put the question, the same answer according to it you will be getting. Here you see, okay,
Yeah.
here's the answer.
So thanks, Paul. So basically, we have developed a chat bot on a Copilot. Copilot is the Microsoft product, which is the completely AI-driven product, and it's a seamless integrated with the Dynamics 365 Business Central. So this is just an example. I mean, Copilot, as we have showcased on a summary part of purchase requisition. So it's do a lot of things through the Copilot. We can manage a lot of things. It gives you the analytical data. Copilot make a deep dive on your database and gives you the answer within a second. So yes. So Paul, let's move on another process of the agriculture. For example, let's pick up the agriculture, where we can do the crop or vegetable farming.
Thank you. Now see, I'll take you back to the application. Now we'll be leaving the livestock application. We'll be entering the agriculture. Okay. You see here the application. The best part of our application now farm is if you have multiple businesses like different farms for poultry, for livestock, insects, you can manage them from the same platform. Now we'll be entering the agriculture section. in our farm. So the first thing, obviously, that will come in front of you is the dashboard, wherein the same thing happens. It will show you the running batches, the number of co-ops, how much the area is there, means how much area is in use and how much uncultivated area, that also it will show you. So that you can plan for another crop on that piece of land. Plus the overhead costs will also be appearing here. The same way the running cost and the outputs are being taken. So after the dashboard, I'll show you one of the parts in the batch creation. As you know how the batch is being created, now I'll show you how the planning is being done on the batch.
As in the agriculture process, the most of important is the farm planning. On a area wide, what kind of the crop we have to produce or harvest. So based on that, farm planning can be done through the NAFAM ISV solution.
Here you can see the planning. The total plan has been divided into two parts, like the task and the subtask. Okay, so we are doing the planning according to the area. Then we in down below in the subtask we describe what kind of activity has to be done, and even the values, the budgets you can see. And later on, you will be able to find out what the actual cost happened.
Like basically, if you are saying, so farmer basically start their farm with the planning, and they just have to select the location, and a location area has been defined on a location card. So total area they have, based on that, they can decide what kind of the crop they want to grow.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So after this, the batch creation is done. After the batch creation, the data entry as was there in the livestock will appear the same. So now we'll be opening up a batch to do the data entry. Here you will be seeing only few lines are there that are there at the moment, like the consumption. It's asking you for the fertilizer, the sprays, how much manpower, and what is the output. So here we can take any output required according to the days, and we'll go ahead and post it. As and when we post it, the item will be sent to Business Central for the other activities. But then in the middle, we have put another new module in this where even you can grade your output. Okay, so like there is a grading template which I will show you. The scheduler is there for grading as well, wherein you can see how many type of, after grading, how many types of tomatoes, like we have taken a cherry tomato, like there is small, large, medium. So you see, this is the template, this is the schedule that has been defined. Now I'll take you to the grading part. You go into the agri grading. Here all the batches will appear where you need to do the grading. Okay, so I'll open the same batch where we have planted cherry tomatoes. The batch is there. You just need to click on the grading and automatically the grading part appears in front. Wherein whatever output you will be there taken out from your farm will automatically come as a consumption here. And there is a calculator. There are two things in this, how you need to calculate. One, like you can do it manually, count, you can weigh them and put it in the down boxes below. Else, you can even calculate it by a calculator, wherein the formula will be there given by the company. As you click, you see it has been divided. The 60 kgs of tomatoes has been divided into 3 according to how the output was.
And even if you are having the grading machine, you can integrate very easily your NAFAM ISV solution with your grading machine, and then the actual data will come automatically, so no user intervention will be required in that part.
So once you have graded, now comes the part that is sales, and that will be taken care by the Business Central. So now we'll be going back to the
we'll be going to the reports part, wherein the report will be shown of the product that we have sold to the customer.
So basically, it's a similar process as we have showcased you earlier. I mean, whatever the order you are receiving from your customer, I mean, the user may can book their order through the application, even if they want to manage their credit limit, that is also possible. So they can manage their credit limits. And this is the sales order report. I mean, this is the just in a one layout. Here we can see that. Yeah. So one of the layout. Oh, yeah, this is the one of the layout for a sales order, and here you can see the different kind of languages are coming. So Microsoft Dynamics supports the multilingual where you can go with the different languages as well. So the similar process once the order has been confirmed, then you will do the having the inventory, then you will do the shipment, and then you will do the invoicing. So just please open one sales invoice on.
Now I'm going to open a sales order.
So in a similar fashion, once you have done the invoicing, the finance team may can generate the invoice and share with the customer. Thank you.
Yeah.
So report.
Yeah.
So let's quickly jump into the Power BI report as we have presented earlier for a livestock. In a similar way, you can, I mean, Power BI, we all know this gives us the flexibility to analyze our data. We can deep down our data. So one of the example of in a layout here, you can see that the agriculture dashboard report is there. How much harvest has been done till now, number of crops is at our farm. So all kind of details like even we can check the how much the yield against my harvested uh, of crops. So even gives you the location wise the running cost and so and so forth. I mean, this is the one of the example of the just layout of the report. So we can create and manage the multiple kind of the report with that. And as we have mentioned earlier, so Microsoft Dynamics gives us the flexibility to run the multiple application on a single sign-on. So within the single user sign-on, you can plug with multiple applications. So that this is the beauty of the Power Platform.
Yeah, no, I was just going to add one more line. You see here the area cultivated and under cultivation. That means even 1 single inch, if there is left on the farm where you can grow anything, the application will tell you. And you can utilize that part as well or the plot as well to maybe produce something else.
So this is, I mean, so somehow we have covered the agriculture. So let's move directly on poultry as we have the very limited session time left, so that we also have the QA session. So please move on poultry and
Sure, give me a second, please. So now we'll be entering into the poultry section. Okay. Here on top, we have the poultry. And in poultry, as the other applications, the same dashboard there is in front of you. In this dashboard, you are able to see the running batches, the flock quantity, even the layer bird is separate from the DOC and from the commercial bird. So for everything, you'll get a separate box wherein you can see the expenses, the outcome, the running cost, so on and so forth.
the last part is similar with the Microsoft Dynamics 365. These are based on the role. I mean, the dashboards are coming as per the user's roles and profile. So that can be configured we can configure it as per the defined roles of the particular users.
Okay, so now we are jumping straight into the data entry part, wherein I'll show you the data entry. Like we had created batch number 105, so we'll straight away go into the batch, and here you can see there is feed, there is mortality, which is very essential for you to capture on a daily level. Then there is call, the weight, and the output of the birds. So you can easily go into and you can put the feed, you can put the mortality. If there is a mortality, you can put that. The culling, you can put that. What is the weight of that bird at that particular moment, plus if there is an output. So you need to just fill up the details and you'll post it. And automatically when you post it, you will find the stock in these lessons, the running cost increases, the day changes, the day and the week changes. So you'll be able to see each and everything on the next day when you'll open again the Poetry application. Now we have successfully posted the application. I need to show you something on the scheduler part. In the scheduler part, wherever, like it maybe in agriculture or livestock or even poultry or any other farm, there can be KPIs defined. So here in commercial broiler, I have set the KPI on a weight parameter. Okay, here you see the weight parameter is there, wherein we have defined that from day one to day 21, the weight of the animal should be somewhere around 760 grams. If it is less than that, there'll be a hit on the KPI, and in the notification, you'll get the notification of that there is the bird is capturing a lesser weight, and then you need to go and see where the issue is. Plus the same way 22 to 25. So you can go ahead and define the parameters here according to your company rules, and you'll be able to see the KPI plus the actual rate on your what do you call it, on the graphs itself. So as the data entry part and the KPIs are clear, now I will show you the report part. We'll be going to the report part. Here is the commercial broiler report that we had opened it. So now the commercial broiler report is opening in front of you, wherein you can see the depletion there, the batch number, the quantity of the birds that were there placed on that batch, and everything else. Even if there is an output, there is a running cost, there is feed consumed, everything, and the FCR. That is the main part of the application, is the FCR, because the most of the organization, they fail in capturing the FCR, where they lose a lot of money. And here you can see the graph is there for the commercial broiler monitoring report, wherein the mortality, the body weight, and the feed, all the graphs have been given with their KPIs. Down below, you can see the data entry on a daily level, which same exactly can be transferred into an Excel. The other report I will be able to show you. Second report, that is a transaction ledger report.
Yeah, transaction ledger report gives you the complete traceability of your particular batch. If you want to go with the single batch, whether it's the multiple batch, whatever the expenses you are booking, whatever the overhead allocation, cost allocation you have made against a particular batch or animal or vegetables or crop farming or poultry, it's work on all kind of the line of business. So it gives you the complete traceability of an entire batch, and you can analyze your batch within this report.
Thank you, Mr. Abhinav, for that insight. And now, as we have shown you the entire application, now, so this was the complete flow of Business Central and NAFAM together in our webinar. Now, the question answer round is there. So please put forward any questions that you think you need to ask, and we'll be more than happy to answer them for you.